What's up, Leo? Welcome to your March 2018 reading. My name is Camille, and you are watching Millennial Tarot. I am still offering my $5 readings, so if you want to hit me up, I will leave my email below, and we can talk about it from there. So this month, I'm going to be doing the same thing I've been doing every month, which is just a 3-card spread, and then one last call from Spirit at the very end with the Wild Quanian Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild. So let's see what's coming up for you this March. Alright, that feels good. Nice. So we have coming up in a past position, the past that makes sense for you, the Justice card, which is also the card of Libra. And then we have here in the present position, March, see you looking out over the horizon with the 3 of Wands, and then ending it off so beautifully with the 6 of Cups. So what does this tell me, Leo? This tells me that something sprouted, or maybe it has been long, a long fixture in your life, or it could be something that just came up, where you were kind of treated less than perfect, a little bit unfairly, with your interpersonal relationships with others. We're talking family, friends, and romance, or like by people like in your job, by people in your industry, by life, or, it doesn't have to be someone who was purposely trying to antagonize you, but the way that things fell, the cards may not have fallen in your favor. So that's leading up to the recent past, of you finally cutting through that with the Justice card. The Justice card being a man who sees through things that are unfair. This is kind of like the universe has eyes card, and the universe will always set things right. There's no such thing as someone treating you poorly and then nothing happens, So the Justice card is coming in to show you that you've achieved balance, you've achieved a just result in your past, you feel like you can move on now because that was bothering you, or that was giving you low self-esteem, which is very annoying for a Leo. It was just drowning you in some type of uncertainty, of agitation and irritation. So the result that you got from it, whether it's literally a judgment from a court, whether it's literally someone came in and mediated between you and the situation, or whether the situation literally just dissolved, or over time you realized it wasn't as important. You realize, or to the extent that you have realized, you got a fair result, and it is okay, and you can move forward now. And you are. The 3 of Wands being the perfect indicator of I finally can walk away from that, and now I'm turning my back to it, and I'm looking out over the horizon and saying, what is next? And the 3 of Wands represents travel, because Wands represent travel. It represents, moving in your career. It just represents having a whole landscape of possibility out there in front of you, and you touching one of your staffs to say, like, where do I want to go? Where do I want to take this with me? Where am I going to take my fire? Where am I going to take my passion next? Where am I going to take my vigor and my energy next? Leo being a fire sign, no surprise that the one has come up for you. And then ending it off so beautifully in this place of nostalgia and childlike warmth, and being surrounded by people who will embody those type of warm feelings you got as a child. And it doesn't have to be childhood friends coming back. It doesn't have to be anything as drastic, although for some Leos it could be a resurgence of someone from the past coming in to supply you with more feelings of warmth. So I get that these 2 cards don't necessarily compound upon each other. I mean, it could be you have these new opportunities and you feel like you can move forth, and it does supply you with this childlike feeling, sense of joy. But something else that is coming in for me is that the 3 of Wands is standing on its own. So whatever area of your life that you felt unfair treatment in is getting this 3 of Wands clearness and moving forward with excitedness. And then in another area of your life, you're being treated to like a double whammy of happiness here. So what this looks like is like you were treated unfairly in your job. You got the just result. You got the promotion. You got a better job. And now you're moving forward. How am I going to bring my passion to this new job, to this new position? And then, oh, by the way, someone else is coming in to light up your love life. Or it could be opposite. It could be like I got a was treated poorly in a relationship. I got a good divorce settlement, or I got the house, or I got the dog, or I got freaking away from them, and I feel like it's fair. And now you're like, who am I going to date next, or how am I going to treat myself better next, or how am I going to go into this period of, either continuing with the relationship if you were treated unfairly in the relationship and you came to a agreement and now you can move forward. Moving forward is filling you with optimism, or opposite, it could be you got out of a relationship and you're still optimistic about what the single life can hold for you or what someone else can hold for you. And then, oh, by the way, you're being treated by all this loveliness happening maybe in your career. So I see this as like a two-part thing. And then the Six of Cups, really drilling down on warmth and childlike serendipity and childlike nostalgia. And Leos are, known for being the type, not that you guys are children, but you guys imbue that type of, that childlike, not childish, childlike happiness and that childlike joy. So certainly, after you've gotten past whatever this was, there's an element of you returning to yourself, both here with the fire, and then another time here with that childlike attitude, and then these two children are wearing like hoods and like something around their head, and it reminds me of like the lion's mane, and Leo being, lion being the glyph of Leo. So it's a beautiful, fantastic month for you, and it's well deserved because you came out of a situation that saw you not being treated fairly. You waited around for the result, or at least you advocated for the result that you wanted. You're now being pulled and you're full with optimism. You're leaving it behind. You're turning your back to it. We can even see the evolution of justice. If this was you giving yourself the justice, or whether it was a mediator or a judge or not. Here we are with the red robe with the green, and then here we are with the red robe with the green. Here we were sitting, doling out justice, saying, yo, this ain't fair. I'm using my head this time. We had him holding up the sword. Dealing more with Libra energy, so it could definitely be treated fairly in your interpersonal relationships. And then you're turning your back to it and saying, done with that now. I'm moving on to greener pastures and sunnier skies. Not surprisingly, the sun rules Leo, so your skies are forever sunny. And then, ending off with the Six of Cups, a lovely emotional result from this action you have taken, from the fairness that you have gotten, whether it's in that same arena of life, love, career, health, or whether it's completely surprising and new. And I'm getting that it's completely out of nowhere. It's like out of nowhere you are being given this big bear hug by the universe, and it's making you feel so lovely. It's making you remember warmer times and bringing that type of emotional sparkliness into your present moment. So Leo, this is the shortest reading. This is looking like a very beautiful month for you. It's looking like a lot of sunshine skies. Be on the lookout for people or things or situations or emotions from the past that you enjoy coming back up to remind you of themselves. And this could be having fun with children. Let's get more into the Six of Cups. It could be having fun with children. It could be someone from the past that you knew as a child, knew in your formative years, knew as wherever you are in your life. Someone coming from the past to really be on this journey with you and offering you this beautiful cup of flowers. It's so nice. And then just childlike energy and returning to that Leo childlike self after having to deal with a more emotionless, well, not emotionless, but more hard emotions, I will say, and I'm going to turn that off. Coming from this place of having to really think through something and grind your gears mentally to arriving at this place of being free emotionally and being able to move forward without any type of baggage. Woo, Leo, this is a fabulous reading, fabulous month for you. So, let's see what the Aquanian Oracle has to say. One last message for you. It could be related to the reading or not, because it was such a great reading, and these are such like heavy cards sometimes. So sometimes I'm like, you have such a great reading, and then like a Aquanian Oracle will come up and be like, through the dark times, we will always find, So let's just take what happens, just see what happens. Your time will come. Some souls are slower to blossom, building their inner beauty over time until just the right moment. Then the fullness of their beauty, power, and grace is revealed, providing powerful healing medicine for those in need of comfort and hope. So I see this as you returning to yourself and talking about Blossom and talking about giving, providing powerful healing medicine to those in need. And the cups, representing medicine, representing healing, representing emotions, and representing how we feel with others and how we feel with other people and how we feel around ourselves. Some souls being slower to blossom, building inner beauty over time until just the right moment. So to the extent that you feel not very Leo-like, not really in the sunshine, not really being paid a lot of favor, not really being paid a lot of justice and fairness, March sees that coming in for you, and it sees you not only, this is why I love Leos, not only do you guys take the sunshine for yourself, you guys radiate it outwards so that others can bask in your warmth. And this sees you providing that powerful healing for others. So when we're in this place, when we're so happy, we're so full of life, we're so full of joy, our childlike emotions and nostalgia, memories just flooding us with happiness and warmth, people coming up to remind you of that happiness and warmth. The best thing about Leo is that you guys don't keep it to yourself. Well, hopefully you don't. You guys really shine forth and give it to other people. The only sign ruled by the sun, and of course the sun nourishes everything on earth. So be that loving Leo self. Know that March is seeing a clear of whatever this downside was for you. And know that when you share it with others, you get more of it yourself. And that's such a beautiful, loving place to be. So March sees you being the sunshine. So shine, Leo, like you're supposed to. So that has been your very straightforward reading. Leo, quick and to the point. This is going to be a fabulous month for you, returning to yourself and being more like your fabulous Leo self. Of course, if you have any, personal questions and you're like, this reading is not enough or you want more, you can, of course, talk to me about a personal reading for anything that's going on in your life. But I see generally the masses of Leos really going forth with their beautiful lion selves and roaring and being happy and being sunshiny and being Leo. So I love it. I love this reading. It's giving me joy. I hope it has given you joy and any clarity, and I hope that this video has found you well. Bye.